Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, it is Wednesday morning and yet again we've got bits and pieces to do around the workshop. We've got to get this kind of, seats in and stuff so I can get it out of the way. I don't like to start them without the seats back in because of plugs and airbag and all that sort of stuff. So I want to get on with that first and then we'll get this out of the way because I've got a Nissan Micra coming in for a service and an MOT today for a customer. So we're going to be looking at that. It's a little bit of an old one. Let's just say that. I think it's 2007. So let's just try and see what happens. I'll go all over it. I'll check it for them because they want to just, keep it going, keep it ticking over, keep it running for as long as they can, really. So, yeah, potentially that's another customer that wants just a little run around. But for now, they want to try and keep the Nissan Micra back, keep it on the road. So we've got to try and get it for an MOT. But I haven't seen the car, so I don't know the state of it. But we'll go all over it. We'll check it out and we'll see what's going on. So yeah. What else? Oh, I have started to get some bits and pieces now for that Ford Cougar. Let me show you. I have this is the frontal crash sensor for the Cougar. Managed to get that from a breakers tenner. So let's see if that solves our issue with the airbag light. Also, got this from Ford's main dealer, which is... Do you know that bit that was leaking at the front on the engine intake? And you can see the rubber, that rubber there. That's what's causing, I think, the oil to leak through in the air. So, yeah, got that. So, yeah, getting some bits and pieces for that one as well. Don't know if we're going to get to it in a minute. I think the paint shop is done with the white Ford KA. So, I should be getting that today as well. Bringing that back here. It's just crazy busy. Busy. But let's get cracking, guys. Let's get this sorted out first. We can get that out of the way. I don't know if I'm going to do any bits and pieces on it. I'll have a look, see if I can do anything else. But, yeah, for now, let's get that out of the way. Bring the Micra in, and then we'll see. I've got to go and collect the Micra. I've not even seen it yet. So I've got to go and collect that, bring it in, and we'll have a look at it. So, yeah, let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okay, so that is the seats all back in place. Very, very nice now. Look at that, look, just like brand new seats again. So, yeah, really happy with that. And the back as well, look. All the bench seats, all nice and tidy. Just running that machine over, it is such a good little machine, that is. I've had it for a few years now. Before I started ever doing this kind of work, when I was a builder in London, we used to do voids, which is basically empty properties, and we go in and then just completely renew everything, all the doors, all the kitchens, all the bathrooms. Sometimes you had carpets, and this is what I used to clean the carpets back then. Probably, Christ, it must have been 6 years ago. 6-7 years ago. I was using this, and I've kept it ever since. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep it because I'm a bit of a hoarder and I'm a bit of a believer in not sort of just getting rid of things and throwing things. I like to just keep hold of it. So very, very lucky I did, because this is absolutely needed when it comes to doing these cars. If you're doing the cleaning yourself, like, you know, I take pride in whatever I do, and I want to physically do as much as I can on these cars, because I just feel responsible for them. It's kind of that I get attached to them really easy. I know you shouldn't, but I feel this best way to do this kind of work, salvage work, you know, repairing cars. You have to really, really sort of take pride in what you do, and that is just needed, because that interior now is just, yeah, it's incredible. It's not brand, it's better than brand new. All the underneath, all the carpets all been cleaned, you know. So, but yeah, that's done now. So we can get that out of the way. What I might actually do is put the old bonnet on, because it is actually raining outside. So yeah, might just put the bonnet, the old one on, get this out of the way, go and collect this Nissan Micra from the customer. I'm actually going to go and get the car for them, bring it here, and then take it back to them. Service. That is just service, isn't it? But yeah, so yeah, but she's an elderly woman anyway, so I'm just trying to help out as much as I can. So I'm going to go and collect it, bring it back, bring it in, show you what we're dealing with. MOT is booked in at 11:30 this morning. So we'll go all over it, we'll check it, we'll see what we can do for the moment until the time is up for the MOT. Yeah, let's go and get it, bring it in, and I'll show you what we're dealing with. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, here we go. We've got the Nissan Micra in the workshop. Just went and picked it up, brought it back. Really, really nice old lady. She, you know, she was like, oh, I really appreciate you coming and collecting it and sort of doing the work and then bringing it back. I said, yeah, honestly, no problem at all. And she said, like, you know, just do a basic service on it. She don't do a lot of miles in it. It's a little 1.4 petrol automatic Nissan Micra. Pretty clean, I've got to be honest. I was pretty shocked when I saw it. I thought, do you know what? It's really clean. It's a really nice, clean car. And obviously, she doesn't do a lot of miles in it. From the last MOT to this MOT, she's done 2,000 miles in a year. So, yeah, really doesn't get driven a lot. So she said, just give it a basic service. Just change the oil, change the air filters, oil filter, and then just check it all over to make sure that there's nothing else wrong with it. For the last 2 years, this car has had no advisories the last couple of years. So basically that's what we want, but I can't control wear and tear and bits and pieces like exhaust blowing. Can't control none of that. So, but I will check it all over to make sure that we're covered, like lights, everything works as it should. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get this one through with no advisories for her as well. But yeah, it's I'm quite shocked as well how well this drives. It's a really nice, smooth drive for an 07 plate Nissan Micra. I think it's done 82,000 miles. So last year she had an MOT at 80,000 miles. But really nice, smooth drive. So I just don't know how popular these little Nissan Micras are when it comes to sort of getting to fix up and sell on. Like, honestly, how you know, how easy are they to sell on? I don't know, because I've never done one. Pretty basic inside though, really, really basic. I suppose for the year, you've got to expect it in you, and obviously for the price, it's not, you know, there's not a great deal of value in the car, but for her, it's ideal. It's perfect for her to have a little run around. So yeah, let's get cracking. I've ordered the parts; they're on their way. Yeah, let's just get set up, start dropping the oil, do the checks, start changing bits and pieces. The air filter, I think it's just here. Not a lot to it whatsoever. Look, there you go, air filter. And that looks brand new as well. But yeah, I've just ordered one, it's on its way. We'll switch it out anyway. It's literally brand new, that is. That's mad. Blueprint. But yeah, we'll put a new one in anyway for her. And then we'll just drop the oil, change that as well. Just freshen it up, I suppose. But she's not doing a lot of miles in it, and it's yeah, we'll see how we go. Right, let's get set up. Let's do this. Okay, so guys, there we go. That is just a minor service done. Oil change, oil filter, air filter. I've repaired this air box as well because this was kind of sitting down there, and it should be obviously connected to the air intake there and goes to there. I'm sure there was two holes in it, so I'm assuming it just goes to underneath there. But I haven't actually tried the bonnet yet, so I better try that. But yeah, so that's all in place. I've just went over the car, just checked all the lights, checked everything that works as it should. Everything is yeah, pretty good. I've noticed that this headlight is really like brand new compared to this one. So I don't know if, do you know, like over time where it gets a little bit like fadey like this, all this like, I don't know if it was too much, it got too bad and she's had this changed. I don't know, I'll have to ask her actually when I take it back if she's had that headlight changed. I can't see that's the original one. It's just like, looks like brand new to me. But yeah, done on with checks, went all over it. Discs and pads are good, tyres are all good all round. I don't think she's gonna have a problem with this one. I think we're gonna get a no advisory. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna get a no advisory on this. That's what we want, guys. That is what we want. Right, anyway, I've got about an hour before I have to take it for the MOT. So I thought, do you know what? Let's get this out of the way, take it outside, and let's bring in the Ford Cougar, the black one. Let's go and get that because we've got some bits and pieces for that, and I can make a start doing that one as well. So, yeah, let's swap it over. Let's bring the Cougar in. And, yeah, let's just crack on, guys. Let's do this. Right, here we go. So, we've got the Cougar in the workshop for the minute while we've just run down the time. I've put that there because I can't shut the bonnet because the latch is missing. But that's just another thing we've got to sort out. But the one thing that I really want to sort out right now is going to be to do with this frontal sensor. And basically I found this wire here has the actual sensor should be just there connected into the bumper and goes like that into the slam panel, sorry, and goes like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these screws so I can get to that sensor position. The sensor itself is this here. So I'm going to connect this up, screw it back into place where it should be. And then we're going to go into the car and see if that actually turns off that airbag light. So, yeah, bear with me, guys. I'll set you up. Let's get this done. And let's just crack on with this and see if this works on this, Cougar. So, yeah, I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, okie dokie, guys. So, there we go. That is the sensor now all connected and bolted up back into place. I just want to quickly show you. Now I've got this trim off, we can really see down here. And I'll show you the legs for the moment, but I can't see no damage to any of these trims, any of the bumper, crash bars, plastics, anything down there. Look, absolutely fine. It's exactly how it should be. I can see right down, nothing's been adjusted and moved or changed on this, behind this bumper whatsoever. So yeah, something's going on with the wiring at the bottom, but I think that's to do with the sensors, but we'll have a look at that another day. So let's check the let's check this crash sensor on the front. I have put the jump pack together because it's absolutely dead. So let's power this up, and then I've not cleared any codes, but I might have to. But I was hoping that I could just plug it in and start her up, and then sometimes it's gone. It's there. It's supposed to be there. Sometimes it's just as easy as getting another sensor and plugging it in. I got really, really lucky with that one. So yeah, incredible service, oil service due. Yeah, I think that light is, let me just show, oh, it could be the bonnet as well. The bonnet's open, so it could be that saying that. But at least that crash sensor, that crash frontal sensor is now done. Sometimes, isn't it, eh? Just as easy to change that sensor, and that has solved it. Just little things like this that need to be done around this car. You know what I mean? We've got to do this, and we're going to have a mess around with that and a play around with that to get that right and better. I just don't know if it warrants going to the paint shop or not. I don't know at this minute, but at least that's one thing done. Right, okay, that's that done. Let's get this out the way. Let's go and take the Micra, the Nissan Micra, for the MOT. Bring that back. I'll show you the results on that. Then we're going to go and collect the white Ford KA. It is it's back. It's ready to collect. So let's go and collect that after the MOT, and yeah, we'll see how this Micra goes. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I'm back from the MOT centre. Let me show you the results on this one. So there we go. Another no advisories pass. That's what we want. So you can see the mileage. She ain't doing a lot of mileage at all, is she really? I've got to be honest. So yeah, let's get this one back to the owner, and then we're going to go and pick up the Ford KA, bring that back from the paint shop and check that out and see what that's like. So bear with me, and I'm going to go and get the KA. See you in a bit. Right, okay, so guys, I am back from the paint shop. I'll tell you what, this guy that I use, he's so good at what he does. Looks absolutely amazing now, doesn't it? He's so good, isn't he? A lot to do with it is the paint, I've got to be honest. But he's definitely, it's an art to it, isn't it? Painting. You've really got to sort of, yeah, you've really got to give them their due. So we've done the complete side quarter up, and then the whole of the back bumper as well, because it had some bits and pieces on it. But it just looks so much better now. I'm so glad I've got the bumper done as well, because there was obviously marks all over it. It's a bit dirty. It just needs a wash. But yeah. So I'm glad I got the bumper done as well. It just finishes it off and goes round. So yeah, it just needs a good clean, this car now. Got to put the wheel arches in as well. So yeah, I've just had the tracking done on this car as well, and it just drives absolutely beautifully straight now. No issues whatsoever, because before, after I'd done all that work, I did notice that the steering was sort of wasn't pulling to the right, but it was, the steering wheel was sort of turning to the right. So I just thought, look, just get the whole tracking done, all the four-wheel alignment, it's all been done, it's all lined up perfectly now. So yeah, it's just needs a good clean. Just needs a good clean. So I want to get these seats out, clean up underneath, do all the carpets, do my normal stuff when it comes to this. Potentially, this is already sold, this car. Got someone interested in it. Just need to clean it up, and then they want to come have a look, test drive, and then we'll go from there. So let's get cracking. Let's get this one finished. Yeah, I think we'll do the wheel arches first, and then we'll start on the inside, get the seats out, do all that sort of stuff. So let's get cracking, guys. I'll set you up. Let's do this. Right, okay, that's an hour later for me anyway. But look at that. That just, you know, it just... It's like a brand new car again in the carpets. It's just so worth doing this. I do like doing it. Every time I do it, I think, Christ, no wonder I do this. So the chairs and the bench bit is obviously chilling out and getting all sunned and dried out the front. Yeah, I took the bench bit of the bottom bit there. I took that out because the actual buckles, was it the buckles or was it? No, there's like metal clips that go into the back. They were out, and I thought, let's just undo it, take it out, and then it can be, you know, that bit can be drying outside with the chairs, the chairs with the seats. But yeah, so much better, so much cleaner. Definitely worth doing this. But it's definitely, is it got like a smear? I think it's a smear on the camera there, isn't there? Like just there, see it? I probably didn't wipe the lens properly. Every time I have to start filming, I have to wipe the actual lens to make sure it's clean. I've obviously missed a bit because I can see it now. Anyway, let's keep going. The seats will be dry soon, but I think what we'll do is we'll clean up the floor mats, which is just out there, put them back in place, then put the chairs back in, put the bench back in place, then put the seats back in, and then we can drive it outside and we can do the clean it outside. And once the outside's done, we can come back and clean the inside, the door cards, all the plastics, door trims, and all that sort of stuff after. So yeah, there is a process that I want to go through and do. But yeah, let's keep going and just see how far we get today. But already quite a lot done with all the other cars that I did, the service, the MOT on the little Micra, the Cougar work, Fiesta work in the morning. So yeah, it's already been a very busy day, but let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, she's all cleaned up, and what a little stunner this little car is. It's turned out really, really nice. Still got a few bits and pieces to do around the car before I can sort of let it go. I've got to be honest. Door cards have got to be done. Plastic's got to be done. Dash. Obviously the door shuts have got to be cleaned. But it is definitely looking a nice car now. I'm gonna burn it. So yeah, you know, it's there, isn't it? Really, let's be honest. So yeah, I have actually got someone already interested in this car. So they want to come have a look at it tomorrow. So that's why I'm getting it cleaned today. I won't have time tomorrow to get this ready because we're going to be jumping on the Fiat 500X, the red one. Got it back from the paint shop. I can't remember if I've showed you that or not. Got it back from the paint shop. And I think now I've got everything that I need to get that car finished and ready for the MOT. So that's what's going to be happening tomorrow. But for today, we've done absolute loads today, haven't we? You've followed me during the course of the day from the beginning to the end. It's nearly 4 o'clock now. So I want to get this video up for you guys to watch tonight. So yeah, wow. I am absolutely sweating now, but definitely worth it. Done absolute loads today, and I'm well happy with the way this car's coming out. And the new owner can see the cleaning and everything else that's gone into it for me to do. Yeah, it's really nice and tidy now, this car. So yeah, right, okay, so guys, that is the end of today's video. Don't forget to drop me a comment if you've got anything to say of what I've been doing today or anything else that you'd like to say to me. But for now, that's it. Take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.